Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're going to be talking about all 12 of our astrological signs. That's right, today we are talking about our astrological signs, and for so many years I would hear about this is a fire sign, and this is a water sign, and this is a mutable sign, and this is a fixed sign, and I'm like, what? I have been studying this and I want to teach you a little bit about the basics. Now, granted, if you want to learn a whole bunch about it, find an astrologer or a great book because they have such amazing insight. So this is just the basics of it. So when someone tells you I'm a Leo or I'm a Sagittarius or I'm a Gemini, it gives you a little bit of information of like who they are and what a little bit about them, not personal stuff, just kind of the generic big stuff. So let's talk about this in a really fun, exciting way. And it's kind of like one of those hidden secrets. So many times there are these little hidden secrets that you can understand about someone else when they tell you when their birthday is, and you kind of like, oh my gosh, that means that they're this, that means that they're that. And it really gives you a great insight in who they are and what they want to accomplish in their life. And that can be really, really fun. So we are going to start with our elements, which are their temperaments kind of energy. So that is fire, water, earth, and air. And I guarantee you every one of the 12 astrological signs fit into one of these in this most amazing way. So even if you're kind of like, I'm not so sure about this, it really does. So let's talk about it. Let's start out with fire signs. Fire signs are this amazing energy of kind of like this fire inside of them. They have like this spark, so kind of like that spark, that firecracker kind of energy to them. They have very fire ambitions. They're kind of like they're always pushing or straining to kind of do the next thing. They are really action oriented. They're kind of like, boom, here we go. I would say fire signs really usually require a fuel, something to kind of spur them on. So if you're very jovial energy and they're very fire energy, you're going to be kind of like firing them off, like, oh my gosh, they're going to be bouncing off your energy of kind of like, what do we want to do next? Where do we want to go? What's our next adventure? Fire signs love new experiences. They love kind of that recognition, that approval from others for what they're doing. And they're always looking for new things to be passionate about. They're always looking for that next new exciting thing to share with other people. And it's one of those, that's kind of the fun part of being around a fire sign. So our fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, let's go into our earth signs. Our earth signs are really embody kind of like this physical, like just calmness about them. These are the doers in the world, the people that kind of do everything in the background that not everybody notices, but it's really important. Let's see, they are very organized. They're usually very dependable, very disciplined. They will have a calendar and have all their lists on there. They're going to be talking about like how to organize better and how to do things. And they can make order out of total chaos. They can look at something and go, oh, this is exactly what we need to fix. This is exactly where we need to go. And this is how we need to do this. And they love kind of like that energy of being around them, and kind of you're going to feel like that calmness, that coolness, that kind of like I feel grounded and really easy. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Our next one is Aries, is air signs. And I will tell you, air signs are really associated with the air, kind of like our mind, our thinking. It's one of those, they love kind of like using their communication skills, their cognitive functions of kind of like really thinking things through. They come up with like really amazing ideas, concepts, values, ideals. They love communication. Communication is very vital to them. So if you're in a relationship with Aries, you've an air energy, you've really got to amp it up because they are going to be wanting to be social. They want to be chatty with other people. They love writing or comparing notes with other people, sharing ideas. They're very open-minded. They love kind of like, tell me about this, or they want to get like, why did you do this? Kind of like that deeper insight into things. And so it's not really that they're trying to be nosy. It's just they're really interested. Like, what made you do this? What made you go into law over medicine? What made you do this or that? And it's kind of that humanitarian kind of perspective. Our air signs are Gemini, Leo, Libra. Our air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Next is our water signs, and when you are around them, you are going to feel the flow of emotions, because that water sign is always about this emotional connection and expressing your emotions. I will tell you, they're very perceptive, and most likely these water signs are going to be claircognizant. They're going to be like that intuitive, empathic energy. They often have like a mysterious energy about them, where they kind of like to bring things up all of a sudden, kind of like, oh, here, I've got the solution, and you're like, okay, where did this come from? They love surprising people, kind of like that mysterious energy just amping up. They are very nurturing. They love not only to nurture themselves, but others as well. I will tell you, water signs are very thin-skinned. They do not deal well with a lot of criticism or kind of being put down in a lot of ways. They're going to be like, I'm out of here. They're totally going to withdraw and get out of that area, because they love that nurturing part of it. And if they can't nurture someone else, or if someone they're nurturing starts coming back at them, they're like, I'm out. I'm totally out. So our water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So these are just some energy styles that we deal with all the time. So let's go into a little bit different. Let's talk about cardinal signs. Cardinal signs are kind of like the styles, or the way the energy flows amongst them. Cardinal signs are all about the beginning of the season, kind of like our Aries ushers in like spring. Cancer signals kind of like the beginning of summer. Libra coincides with the beginning of autumn, and Capricorn is really our entrance into winter. And so they're kind of like all about that change during that time frame. You will find that they love to initiate or start things, because their signs are kind of like that. They're starting something. They love to be in action. They love new beginnings and new starts and things. They're kind of the movers and the shakers, the people that want to be out there and really kind of amping other people's energy up, or let's get everybody started. Let's get everybody going in the right direction. I will tell you that they love change, and they don't mind it. I said sometimes people really don't like change. Cardinal signs love change, because they're always calling in or hearkening in that new stuff that's coming in. They love that part of it. So our fixed signs, this is all about the middle of the season, kind of like the middle of kind of like just keeping things going. They are not going to start things. They're not going to end things. They are the ones that are kind of like just moving that energy along. They're going to help you stabilize and concentrate, kind of anchor your energy. They are known for following through with things and kind of the stamina. They have a huge amount of loyalty to people that are loyal to them. They are loyal till the end, and they really have a strong sense of value, kind of like, what do they value and why do they value it? And I guarantee you they value people more than anything else, and that's going to be a really fun one. Let's see, they also have like an energy of kind of like moving something through. They're going to be the ones that are helping you with that project, move things through. They're going to be the one that's like gathering the information, or kind of like what's coming up next. These are your go-to people when you've got to keep energy going. Very important. Our mutable signs. Our fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, and they're kind of right in that middle of each of the seasons, so they're going to be right in that energy. Next, let's go into our mutable signs. Our mutable signs are kind of like the end of a season, kind of like what's coming up next. They're very adaptive and very flexible most of the time. They're open to change, but they also can see both sides of it. Like, I can see where your side, I can see your side, I can see kind of the energy between the two. they love kind of seeing both sides of any issue, situation, or event. And they are quick to respond with new ideas and new circumstances, kind of like, oh, things have changed, let's move this around. Mutable signs are those ones that kind of bring the season through and kind of like ending that season. Our mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. This is going to be so much fun. I love teaching you all about this, and I'm going to go in depth further in a little bit, and we're going to be talking more about, in my next video, we're going to be talking about more about the astrological signs and how some of them are accurate and some are inaccurate, and how you can use that information to help you understand the people around you. But let's do some angel cards and get us a little bit deeper insight just on what we've learned so far. Our elements, which is our temperament, our modalities, which are all about our styles and our flow of energy. So our first one popping forward is all about serenity, and this is kind of like that peaceful time. These are kind of some of those earth signs, kind of like that very peaceful energy. Not that they can't make a mess and they can't do other things, but they're going to kind of be bringing that energy, that peaceful flow to things, and they really do love to bring order to chaos and kind of like bringing that peaceful sign. So now we can bring this in. Self-acceptance. This is a great kind of cardinal energy that you're going to find. Kind of like they know who they are and they know what they want to bring forward. They know what they want to do next. They know that energy is going to be pushing them into new areas and into new things in life. That is going to be really fun. Let's do a couple more cards for us. Okay. I've got like 4 of them popping up. We'll get those. Okay, this is all about divine timing. You learning about this is divine timing, because you're going to have new people come in your life and they may tell you, oh, I'm a Virgo, or I'm this, and you're like, oh, interesting. I know a little bit about this, or I can give you some new insight, or kind of understand what I need to do to help you move forward. This is all about forgiveness. Sometimes we can get a little stuck in forgiveness and not letting things go, or not moving forward, because we're still waiting for that last little bit of it. And I will say that is something that you're really going to find in some mutable energy. When we have our mutable energies of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, you're going to feel that mutable energy of like, oh my gosh, they're still waiting for my apology. I guarantee you they are. And they love hearing about it. Body care, this is something that's really important, and this is really something I get that goes with water signs. They love not only nurturing themselves, but they love nurturing other people, and they're going to tell you, oh, I have the best nail person, I have the best hair cutter, I have the best this, I have the best that, massage therapist. And it's because they love taking care of them, but they love taking care of other people as well. And that is going to be something that you're going to see every time you're around them. I've got the best mechanic, I've got this, they're going to be taking care of you. Power. All of these are giving you the instance of power, of getting an idea of what you want to bring in to this sign. How can you work with this sign easier? Understanding them is going to give you that in-depth understanding of where to go with that relation, how to work through this energy, and be looking for my next video. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.